Hello everybody, today is Wednesday, it's June the 2nd, and it is awesome to be back with you via video again. You know, it's been almost a week since I made the last raw food rehab video. I had a little glitch with this flip cam, not sure still what happened, but the bottom line is it's working now. So keeping my fingers crossed that we're not going to have any more technical difficulties for a while. So it's great to be back with you. Yesterday we celebrated Raw Food Rehab's official first birthday. We kicked off our first 11-week raw food experiment back on June the 1st of 2009, and it has just been an amazing ride since that point. I mean, we started solely for the purpose of doing research for the book that I was writing, Raw Food Cleanse. Most of you have heard this story. And what has transpired since that time has just been beyond my wildest dreams. And I'm so thankful and grateful to be sitting here with you today. And I'm just so inspired by the tenacity of so many of you all, so many of you who are so faithful. Many of you who have been with me since day one are still here, going strong, still working the program. And really the reason that we do what we do, it's all about striving for a higher level of health. And it's a process. It doesn't happen overnight. Some people get there quicker, some people it takes longer. But really it's all about quality to our life, you know, picking a higher quality food, choosing a higher quality thing to spend our time doing. You know, how are we spending our time? What are our lifestyle practices? What are we thinking and meditating on? I mean, all of that's the reason why we do what we do. We're here, and it's all about life transformations. And we really kind of like to have fun while we're doing it too. I'm a big one. If it's not fun, I mean, I'm out. You know, it's got to stay fresh and it's got to stay fun. So that's what I like to try to do, is to come up with new ideas. And some weeks I do better than others. But anyway, so this week it's kind of exciting. You know, birthday day yesterday, and we also rolled out the fact that we are being asked by one of our members, who is a blog talk radio show host, Shelton. She's really asking for those of you who have had life transformation stories by changing your diet, eating a raw and maybe a vegan food lifestyle, going from maybe the typical Western diet into this new way of approaching your diet. We want to hear from you if you've had life transforming stories. So I want you to go to that thread that I put up yesterday. There'll be a link underneath this video that you can go check that out. We want to hear how Raw and Living Foods has impacted your life. And we really would love for you to be willing to share that story on Cher's new radio show. It's on Motivational Radio, and it begins this Thursday night. That's tomorrow. Her first guest is going to be Jim Carrey, not the comedian Jim Carrey, but it's the raw food Jim Carrey. If you don't know Jim, you're going to want to know him. You're going to want to hear from him, and I really want to encourage you to log in tomorrow night, get in on that call. You can ask questions. It's very educational, and I really want to support what Cher is doing. And so underneath this video, there'll also be all the codes and the access and everything you need to know about how to get in on Thursday night's very first official Healthy Shots with Cher show. And then she's going to interview me the following Thursday night. I'm going to tell my spiel, which most of you all have already heard it. But it'll be an opportunity for those of you who would like to ask me a question. You can just get right in there in that chat room and fire away. I've already told her that any subject, I'm willing to go there. So, you know, if you want to ask me about whatever, just whatever you want to ask me about, I'm ready to go. I can handle it. Now, go easy though. Don't get too personal. No, seriously, I'm ready to go. And then the following week, on June the 17th, she wants to interview you. That's right. If you've had a life transformation, we're going to be able to take about 10 individuals. And you don't have to have had this life transformation happen because of raw food rehab. I mean, raw food rehab's just a, you know, way of getting this information out to you. It's not because of raw food rehab. I mean, so many of you have joined this site and you've already had transformation before you ever even got to raw food rehab. So if you have a story you might want to let us know about that. And we may have such great response that she can't even get it all into one show. She may have to carry it on through at another later date. But the criteria is that you would have to be available to be on this live call on June the 17th. And so you'd have to have at least an hour to be able to be available while she's interviewing. Probably 10 different people is kind of what she's thinking. So we would love to have your story if you have one. And I'm hearing from all these people and they're like, well, I'm just not quite there yet. Okay, well, I'm just going to tell you, I'm not quite there yet either. I am a work in progress, and I guarantee you, so is every other person. Even if they're a leader in the raw food movement, they're still working their program. They're still tweaking it up. They're still, they're still doing things. Nobody's perfect. There's not one of us that are perfect. But if your cholesterol's gone down significantly, if you're reversing diabetes, if you've lost a significant amount of weight or whatever, you know if raw and living foods or the vegan diet has had an impact on your life. My dogs always have to do this, at least once a month they have to go on a barking tangent. So you're just going to have to deal with that. But anyway, I want to encourage you to share your story with us. So go to yesterday's thread, hit us up, let us know what's going on with you. I'm going to be back tomorrow with some more stuff. But I just want to thank you. Thank you for making Raw Food Rehab the special and wonderful place that it is. I love you guys, and I'll see you tomorrow.